Wow. I don't even know. Okay. I just start bawling my eyes out. What are we doing? Happy New Year, first and foremost. Second of all, welcome to this. I have not been making I have not been uploading as much as I wanted to. I recently, hey, we're in 2025 now. Happy birthday. Or, no, well, if it is your birthday, I don't know why I said that. It's because my birthday's coming up in 1 week. Anyway, I've been off my game, and I was about to say truly sorry, but I don't think anybody's devastated by my absence. I'm just, like, low-key, like, devastated myself. Also, if you couldn't tell, I am sick. I started to sneeze like a madman, and I was like, okay, what are we doing? I thought it was allergies because I was, like, in a corner of my room where dust typically tends to portray itself in my nose. That made no sense. And I was like, okay, allergies. And then what happened? I went to work the next day. Felt like dog poo and dog poo. And I was just like, okay. I felt like a fever coming on. I felt like, just like I was like icky in the nasal, everything. I was like, yo. And so then, towards the end of the day, I was about to go home, and I was like literally moving in slow motion. I was like so sick. And then I was like, I want to force myself to go to work tomorrow. Couldn't. I literally woke up with the most intense fever, and I was just like, what are we doing? What's going on? So that's the story of my sickness. I didn't go to work yesterday. Today I made it. I popped some pills. I took some ibuprofen. You know, I had NyQuil the night before. I'm living it now. Killing it. We're crushing it. And we're doing it. I feel a lot better. I'm really congested still, like unbelievably congested, but I'm kicking it. I just wanted to talk about just what has been going on the past couple weeks, because I don't care. That was something. I felt like getting sick was a sign from the universe to just evaluate. I was like, New Year, hell yeah, brother, yay, yippee-ki-yay, yippee, 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 yippee. And I went into the new year with such, like, motivation and, like, okay, here we go. Like, I didn't have crazy resolutions or anything. You're not going to be able to see, but I literally have a pile. See that entire white area? That's all snotty tissues because, hey, slime coming out of my nose. So, yeah, anyway. I have a feeling that would happen. 1 second. Let me just message my sister back. This angle, you're gonna get sick this close to me, honestly. Through the screen. Welcome to technology. Welcome to 2025. That's so concerning. I have a feeling the universe was like, here, Sarah. I mean, obviously, it's also just like winter and everybody's getting sick right now. You know, I feel like the universe was like, hey, slow down. Recognize that, like, you can have structure if you just place it there. If you stop. I kept having all these things I wanted to do. Kind of. There's a lot of things that have been changing in my life recently, but I wasn't giving myself. I had all this motivation, but no kickstart, and I was like, okay, this is the sickness was like the rest that I needed to kind of just get back into the groove of things, and not only just getting back into the groove, but like being way better than I was before. Because it gave me a chance to, like, think about, okay, why the fuck am I so displaced with everything? I'm a positive person. I've been really good with my energy. And then I was like, hold on. No, I haven't. Also, I went on a shopping spree. And I got a bunch of, like, funky pants because I love a good funky pant. For somebody who can't find pants that fucking fit me properly because I have just a weird lower body what's the lower half of your body called? Under torso. Under torso, Sarah. What are we doing? Lower torso. Whatever. You know what I'm saying. I'm like a size 8 in pants, and I just can't find anything that fits me ever. But I spent $200 on it. Anyway. It's not that, like, I didn't have the proper emotional regulation skills going into the new year. I feel like what happened was I got so out of my routine that I was like, it's not terrible to stay out of it. I have this motivation, but I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing, even if I don't feel good about it. Little did I know. You know, it typically never works for the human. Historically, doesn't always feel the best. Am I right or am I right? I digress. I don't digress. This is literally what I'm talking about right now. Anyway. Yeah, I have not been in my element. You know, I got this like insane burst of energy and motivation. And then I woke up this morning feeling so good because, again, it allowed me to slow down. It allowed me to like evaluate what areas I was struggling with, what I really wanted to work on, and, you know, what I was giving too much energy to, what I wasn't giving enough energy to, what I was putting reliance on that I shouldn't be putting reliance on, drawing back, showing up differently. So many things. I feel like getting sick is such a blessing in disguise. I told this to somebody today. I start blushing. It's such a blessing in disguise because it makes me feel shitty, but yesterday I just kind of hung out. I slept for 15 hours and I just like, I didn't want to call out of work. The weekends are so busy, specifically at my job, and I hated the fact that I had to call out on a Saturday, but I was just telling somebody, or I wasn't telling anybody, I told myself. I talk to myself on a daily basis. I was literally just talking to myself the other day, and I was like, damn, I have not called out to work yet this year. Boom, gets like crazy sick. Happy New Year, guys. This girl told me I smelled good today. Made my day. 2 dogs came into work today. Made my day. Very good vibes. Ooh, okay, I do want to mention this. So, I had severe social anxiety growing up. Like, social settings were terrible, and it wasn't because I hated people. It was because I didn't know how to approach them, and I didn't know what intentions they had. And I was just so used to people being evil, and I was like, the whole world is, this is the reality, and so that, if that was the only part of my brain English, if I was only thinking about how evil people were, then everybody would be evil to me, because that's the only thing I'm thinking about. Allowing that to be a truth, because obviously it is, people aren't always going to have good intentions, but also, if I only think about that, everybody in my life, I'm just going to think they're out to get me. No, Sarah. So I had to get out of that, and I realized that I'm a very social person. I love having conversations. I digress. I've talked about this a million times before. But truly, I'm very happy that I've grown into somebody who can not stress about conversations and social stuff and everything. But the other day, I don't know what happened. I had such severe anxiety, and I felt so out of my element, and I was so mad at myself. I went to the bathroom to take a break. And also, if somebody was around me having the same issue as me, completely would be under. Would completely be there to support them and help them and be like, yo, what you're feeling is completely like, I get it. I want you to tell me what you need right now. So I was like, okay, if somebody was dealing with this is my thought process. I was like, if somebody else was dealing with this, what would I do to them? So I did that for myself. I was like, okay, I just need to step away for a second. And I was with somebody, and I told them, I was like, straight up, I was like, my anxiety's really bad right now. And it you know what's terrible? Okay. I literally was like shot back into little me's body for a second. Because that was always such a sentence I would say. I noticed growing up, I was just saying, my anxiety's really bad right now. It's really bad right now. And I have not said that sentence in years, probably. Like, at least a couple years. Like, it's gotten a lot better over the years. I have not had, like, anxiety or, like, severe depression in a really long time. And so I was like, okay, why is this happening to me right now? Also, I apologize if I'm talking really loud. I can't hear myself. My ears congested, clogged. What are we doing? Not hearing, apparently. I had to legit be like, Sarah, you're fine. My anxiety was so bad, and I have not had social anxiety like that in a really long time. And I, like, went up to talk to somebody, and I was like, why do I feel like 12-year-old me not able to, like, conversate? And it was with a person that I talked to almost every single day. I was like, what is going on? Not in my element. It's, you think about it, you're like, okay, I have shifted so positively. There's still always going to be things that you have to ease into. There's always going to be things that you have to work on and give yourself patience with. You're not always going to have the solution. I ended the night feeling good, and I didn't allow that weird setback to, like, ruin the rest of my day or week. I was like, it was a weird feeling. Got over it really quickly because I was like, treated myself in the way that I needed to be treated instead of beating myself up. And you know how awesome that is to do, and to not, like, feel so terrible about it? I don't, just because I know that I like being social now does not mean that I'm never gonna have any anxiety ever again. Getting back to it, and I'm not just setting aside any of the pain or, like, I almost said misery. Did not experience misery, kind of experienced just, like, a little bit of fine now. What am I say, that made no sense. I was gonna say this isn't one of my typical videos, but I don't have a typical video. Why does the lighting look like that? Consider it a gift, wanna make you feel rich tonight. Yeah. I'm the type of person who, I'm all for having, like, a healthy work-life balance, and I even hate the fact that that is even a term that we use in society, because I feel like your life shouldn't be work. I feel like for you to have to find room in your life for yourself outside of making money that is kind of misery. And so I stand so strongly for that. And people who don't have a healthy work-life balance kind of make me sad, and I wish you the best. And so, because you should always have time for yourself. Always. I noticed recently I wasn't making time for myself, and I realized I'm doing so much thinking. So much thinking. So much navigating in the brain. But not enough action. Not enough talking about what I'm thinking about. And, oh my god, it was such a thing for me to snap back into myself and get out of this funk. I was like, okay, here we go. Here's this. I learned this, now I can move on. Knowing that I'm gonna have more moments of, like, fuck, man, helps me in a way that I'm more willing to, like, not like, let's take on another challenge. I mean, low-key. But it's also like, you gain more tools and knowledge each and every time that you go through something like this. And I don't want to say I was depressed, but I was not happy. I would still go about my days with, like, you know, positivity and, like, talk to people and do my regular thing. But at the end of the day, I noticed myself, there were certain moments Sarah, I mean, we're halfway through January, so, not halfway, almost, what was I saying? I forgot. Just, like, not be focused in a way that current me would with integrity. That made no sense. Okay, anyway. so much that can happen with all the thinking that I'm doing. And I haven't just been doing enough of what I want to do. There's some creative stuff that I've been wanting to do, but I can't do it unless I start with something. Because I have the thought. That's always the best part. Or, not the best part, but I mean it is, because everything starts with thought. Everything you ever know, everything you will ever know starts with a thought. Fun fact. But the only way that can come to fruition is if you just take an action. So, start making... Here's my advice for the new year. Hey, welcome back. This was just a yap session, so I don't know if you even cared, but I needed to record it to get the ball back in motion. My advice for you is start saying what you want to say within reason, talking to people, being the fullest of yourself, making sure that your sense of humor is never withheld. Don't water yourself down. Strengthen your friendships. Find out what type of people you need to be around, what type of people drain you, what type of people fill you. Number 3, the time you were using to think about what we want, we're spending not doing enough of what we want. Say hi to Grandma. Say hi, YouTube. Say hi. She looks like a demon cat right now. Say hi. Why do you look like that? Say hi. Alright, move out to where Mommy's almost done recording. Move. She's gonna lay right here. Anyway. So yeah. And I know it's difficult. I know it's really tricky to take action when you don't feel motivated. Yeah. But even if it's just like a small change in your routine, I always do this to myself. If I notice that my days are starting to become really like, there's no excitement here. Literally, I just change. Like, I change when I get up in the morning. I change the steps of my morning routine because it kind of just sets something off, and it, like, I don't know, it gets me thinking. It's always really important if you feel stuck. Anyway. Hi. Hi, baby. Oh, this is Silver. I don't know if I've ever said her name on my channel. I can't remember. Silver Mist, named after the fairy from Tinkerbell. But I just call her Silver most of the time. Or Sylvia, because that's fun, too. Peppa. Peppa, speak. Speak. I don't know, I think that's Binky. Binky. Peppa. Oh, my love. Anyway, what's really difficult about staying committed to something is, especially with New Year's resolutions, staying committed to something always means staying committed to it, even if the mood that you set the goal in has left you. So, you know, when you have all these ambitions and stuff you want to do, you maybe feel bad, but that want is still there, and that needs to still continue because it's in you and it's not going to go anywhere. You know, so maybe I don't feel good all the time because I'm a human being. I can't always be picture perfect. But I'm still positive no matter what, because life is just not gonna go by the way I want it to go by if I continue to look at things like everything's wrong. Oh, my eyeball. Cat. Papa. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. I love you so much. Be the light. If you don't see it in the world, become it. Oh my god, I haven't said that in like weeks, and I'm so happy that I'm able to say it again, because I've just been in this funk, dude. Like, I'll go to work, get home, and just not do what I've been wanting to do. I'm so, like, I need to just practice what I preach on a new level, because I'm all about, like, conserving yourself, not burning yourself out. It's not even the fact that I was burnt out, because I love my job, and I still feel like you can love something so much but still have it take up a little. There isn't enough regulation in that area. Love it so much, but I don't know what. 34. Sorry. The universe is communicating with me through numbers. Oh my god, I love my cat. We all have our moments. You're doing great. Give yourself patience. I love you. Bye. Take action. It's 2025. You got this. Bye.